Hello everyone, I'm Jennifer Hasegawa. I'm so happy to be able to share a few poems with you today. The poems I'm going to read are from my new, or relatively new, book of poetry. It's called La Chica's Field Guide to Bonsai Living, and it came out from Omnidon in April of this year. The first poem I'll read is called The International Order of Door-to-Door Salesmen. Out of work, I developed a rash from being so stressed out about being so broke. I put on my faded red suit and went to a mass interview at a Ramada Inn. I found myself fighting for a chance to sell funeral insurance door to door. They gave me a stack of surveys. Get the details. What does she want her funeral to look like? Get the signature. We'll give you $70. They gave me a binder of photos of caskets, of satin linings, of flower arrangements. They gave me a list of names and addresses. I visited homes like my parents' home, screen doors fitted loosely into door jambs, wind chimes shaped like owls and pagodas, porches swept until brooms gave out. Out of each door, open pensively, if at all, puffed the smell of years of living, of waiting. One woman let me in and talked me through photos of her grandson for 2 hours, and another woman made me a BLT while I watched her son shoot up on the sofa. One man told me to fuck off and die. Address numbers nailed to the front of his house were painted on the bottoms of sardine tins. I stopped carrying the binder. I put one survey on my clipboard and just started walking and knocking. I arrived at a narrow Victorian with its windows painted black. A wall of a woman opened the door and smiled, her eyes wrestling panda bears. On one front tooth, a gleaming gold cap with a star cut out. On the other, a crescent moon. She regarded me and said, "You are as bare as the day you were born, and that is beautiful, but you gotta get the hell off my porch." She passed her hand over my head, and a breeze moved down the block, turning up leaves and balls of hair. The unseen that gives and takes. The instant magic of fear and the slow burrowing hoodoo of suggestion. Years later, there's a black chicken threaded through the door handles of a bank downtown. You step in the pool of its blood and slip. Damn, you're a hot thief in the night now with tons of cash, and you put on at least 17 layers before you go anywhere. You hit the ground hard. You are covered in blood. All you see is flowers. All you feel is satin. Knife shopping. Every winter, my father goes knife shopping. The store is a hallway slipped between the scent of tractor tires and steam-clean manure. Knives are strapped to walls of velvet, steel, or wood, hinting at what their blades are meant to cleave. Sleek limbs of ritual and work rattle for his attention. He flips open his pocket knife, runs it under nose to inhale ghosts of tree, fruit, and fish, and walks out. Back home, he whets his sharpening stone and pulls his old blade 1,000 times through the gray slurry of self-control. And I'll close with Telekinetic Lullaby. When I was little, the kind woman next door died. I asked my mom what cancer is, and she said, it's extra tissue in your body. Oh, the hours spent imagining my body as a box of tissues, overflowing. I watched her husband in their garden, snipping limp azalea branches and adjusting rocks. At bedtime, I peered out my window, overlooking their house. It was dark and still, until he started playing the harmonica. By the time he got to the opening bars of the Yellow Rose of Texas, his windows glowed gold, and I could see him sitting on the bedroom floor, hands wrapped around his instrument, mind focused on stilling all of those troublesome rocks that can move on their own volition.